Hey, what's up, fam? After a grueling 2 week break, now that Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest has been moved to a bi weekly series, we only get one every 2 weeks. They started that weekly uh, kind of schedule. You know, we got two chapters in the first week, and then we got one each week until we got a chapter six, and then it moved to a bi-weekly. Apparently, they were scheduled to be. They wanted it to be bi-weekly the whole time. I'm guessing because of Hiromashima's, even though he's working on it and he's helping, he's still doing Eden Zero. I'm hoping that, like I said in my other video when I was addressing this, is once this new guy, I think it's, I'm trying to remember his name, Atsuo Ueda. I might be getting that wrong. Once he gets more comfortable and like more set and used to this art style, maybe it'll move back to a weekly series. I don't know. But for right now, regardless, it is set as a bi-weekly. And let's just get into the content we got this. And it wasn't like, waited 2 weeks and then the chapter came out. We got nothing. We got quite a bit. We got not only another dragon eater, this guy Madmol, who is the armor dragons. Now we have a blade dragon and an armor dragon. We're not just getting elemental dragons anymore, which is pretty cool. So all the ones that we've gotten really so far, we never got anything about them. For instance, Mother Glare. Never found any like the dragon aspects. Scissor Runner, just kind of going off of that. But not only did we get Madmo, we also got somebody who seems to be have some form of authority, higher rank than Kyria and Madmo. Is someone named Scallion, who maybe is I'm hoping is another weird type of dragon slayer. Gauging by how Madmo was saying how Scallion wanted them to go back to, I'm guessing their guild base or maybe some form of hub that they were kind of based out of. I'm guessing he has some form of pull, like maybe some authority level. Maybe he's like a general. I doubt he's the guild leader because I feel like if their guild leader was like, Kira, you got to come back, she would probably come back. Because whoever it is has to be pretty powerful. Anyway, the chapter itself, Lucy tries to fight Kiria after Natsu unfortunately can't get his fire active. I saw some people talking about it. Obviously, yeah, his fire can melt steel, it can vaporize like water, but it has to get. My whole thing about that is thinking maybe the heat, like he has to be able to form the fire first, kind of like you could have a match, light a match, have the flame on a matchstick, evaporate some water, you put it up to a drop of water, but if the matchstick is wet, it's not going to light in the first place. I don't know, whatever. That's not the more important thing. I liked seeing Lucy capable. She used her Aquametria. She still got some of she's still able to use her Star Dress for Aquarius, which is good. You can see her showing that she's strong and capable. Unfortunately, I feel bad for her because a lot of times Lucy's strong. She's definitely powerful, but she's always put up against like people that are out of her league. It's unfortunate, but she gets fan service again. And again, I saw people complaining about this. This was annoying. This part was annoying because people were talking about how she got stripped naked again, and it was dumb. But at the same time, they're like trying to justify Gray being naked. Like Gray was made for the fan service for the ladies. This is already admitted. Quit being a double standard, guys. Anyway, whatever. That's not important. Just saying. Quit double standarding. Gray freezes her, and this is actually something that I thought was interesting because while she was frozen, the fish manager guy revealed that it wasn't just some random, underwater, big serpent. It was actually an emissary of the water dragon god, and the fact that he was killed by Kyria, the water dragon god, is going to be pretty pissed. And Kyria, who was responding to that, breaks out of Gray's ice. And if you look at how she breaks out, something I thought was interesting, it wasn't like, she smashed out of it. You can notice that all of the pieces of the ice are like clean cut. So it even like maybe her like flex aura, just like her, bursting out of it was with like, cutting energy. Similar to how she has her standard dragon clad power. She's got these blade hands. I don't know. This was just something I noticed. It doesn't seem hyper important, but it's an interesting little tidbit. So I like this character so far. She's pretty cool. She seems really excited about fighting. We haven't had any of those in a while. Closest one was Azir. I liked it when he was more of a polite filler. But anyway, I don't want to get too sidetracked. Wendy's complaining because she can't do anything. And then when Urza goes to strike, Kyria Madmol shows up. He doesn't even have to do anything. He just kind of stands there, and Urza's sword does nothing. I'm curious to know if If she did her attack with that weird like I'm trying to think of how to call it. The one that she used on Irene, that when she hit her in the head, it kind of did like a small cut. It didn't do much damage, but it made her bleed a little. If she did that, if it wouldn't do anything, because this dude obviously is pure defense, Mad Mole, this big chin guy. I like looking at his massive chin. I think it's pretty funny. But he apparently has the strongest armor of the Dragon Eaters, which is pretty cool. It's gonna see. I think it'll be impressive once you see like the extent of how durable he is in the future. And then kind of finishing up the chapter, if we get a new Dragon Eater, we get the mention of another Dragon Eater. Eventually, we're gonna see this guy Scallion, but the Water Dragon God actually shows up, and I think that was cool how he comes in, he like splits the ocean in these like it looks like somebody cut up a pie or something, and I'm wondering what the extent of like how far he like split it apart. It looks pretty like deep. And when it comes down, it is the one we saw at the end of chapter 3. I guess this is Mersfovia, the water dragon god. I thought it wouldn't be, just gauging by his horns, but something that Natsu did notice is that he is a human. So he can, just like how he did Eleftheria, he could smell the guy and see that he must not be a dragon, like born dragon. He must be a dragon slayer that became a dragon, similar to Eleftheria, Acnologia, and Irene, which opens up more questions going on with the series, more that are going to have to wait and figure out. All in all, my opinion, a good chapter, definitely. Like I was saying, like I was worried about the fact that it's turning to bi-weekly. If we don't get to a chapter like amount that equals up to a bi-weekly, which is like 25 or so, 26 pages. This is only 19, but at the same time, we got enough content in this one that it definitely worth it. We got Gray, Urza, and Lucy all getting to do stuff. We got some more hype from Kyria. We got to see all these new characters show up. We got to see some cool stuff from the Water Dragon God, and we got to see the guy show up. And he himself looks pretty cool. The one thing I have a complaint about is, oh my god, why do they take away the titles for at the end when you see like next title or next chapter title that Weekly Shonen Jump always did, or not Weekly Shonen Jump, sorry, Weekly Shonen Magazine always did. It was always fun to kind of theorize of the contents of that chapter when you look at the title, but it's not a big thing. Good chapter, solid. Like I said, I've really liked this continuation. I thought it's been really good so far. I like that we're getting some action again. I'm excited to see, now that we have this gap, how powerful Nuts is. We're maybe going to see him and the Water Dragon God go one-on-one, and they get a little brawl. Get to see how powerful one of these Water Dragon Gods is. It's going to be good. Going to be exciting. All right, so let me just get some comments from you guys below. It's still further progress on my Toka theory, but we're still getting really good stuff. We're getting really good stuff right now. We need to focus on this, see what this Water Dragon is capable of. I'm stoked to see this Water Dragon God in action. It's going to be super fucking badass. Yeah, like I said, I'm really excited. I want to see him, I want to see this dude make a massive horde of tsunamis and maelstroms and manipulate an entire ocean between Giltina and Ishgal. That'd be fucking cool. But anyway, yeah, tell me what you think about the chapter and below in the comments. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. I'm still trying to recover my main channel. YouTube still hasn't responded back to me on the decision of that. I'm pretty sure that the people that that flagged me are never going to respond to YouTube's things, and then I'm going to have to wait until the max, it's 10 to 14 days, and they're just going to cancel out their strikes, then I'll get my channel back. We'll have to wait and see. Until then, yeah, I'd appreciate any subs to this channel. If you already subbed, thank you. Otherwise, thank you very much for listening. Bye.